Hello everyone, Kaylee here. Today I'm going to talk to you about exporting to AutoCAD. Just some simple tips and a little bit of best practice techniques. So one of the main reasons that you would want to export to AutoCAD would maybe be to send to an architect or an A&D firm your furniture layout that you've created. So before we do this, we want to make sure that we have applied our 0 point. So in this drawing, I have my 0 point has already been located here. If you have a drawing that you have not added the 0 point, then what you want to do is you click on your CAD file. Let's say I've got another one here. Click on your CAD file, and up in the properties box, you can say add 0 point. And when you do that, it'll automatically find that 0 point and place it. The reason we do this is so that the architect, when they get our furniture layout, they can insert it at that same 0 point and they can have your furniture layout in the appropriate spot. If you accidentally move your CAD file, so in this one, if I accidentally move it over here, you can hit that reset CAD position and you can place it right back there on the 0 point. But best practices, I would suggest that when you have your CAD drawing selected, make sure you lock that position so you're not like me and you don't accidentally bump everything around. So make sure to hit that lock button and then it won't go anywhere. All right. So I think we're ready to export this drawing. I want to go up to my File menu, and before we export, the Create Pack and Go is a thing of the past. As now when you insert your CAD drawing, I'm just going to double click here. We have this lovely little button called Embed CAD File in Drawing. So the reason we would use that that e-transmit or that pack and go file was to bundle the CAD drawing with your CET file, but now you can attach it just by clicking that box, and so that you don't need that that button anymore. So we're not going to create a pack and go, but we are going to click on Export Drawing. So I like to call mine, I like to add the CET at the end of my file name so that I know that this is my furniture from my CET drawing. I'm just going to hit Save. And before it saves or exports, we're going to get this dialog box here. In the scale and unit, I recommend, don't need to mess with that. In my 15 plus years of using CET, I have never had to adjust the scale and unit. So shouldn't have to adjust that. But then in the export section, I do recommend only doing the 2D view. If creates large CAD files if you start to add the 3D view and paper view. So I just keep the 2D view. You can filter out items. So if you click on filter and filter settings, I can go to the filter, and if I do not want to send my CAD drawing, I can click on the CAD drawing and I can click on this, no symbol, which will not send my CAD drawing. I could say other items. Let's just say, like, if I had some architectural walls in here I didn't want to send, I could filter those out as well. For this exercise, I'm actually going to send the CAD drawing, but if you are sending it to an architect or an E&D firm, I recommend not sending the CAD drawing because they have their own copy and they'll use it as an XREF. And so you don't want to duplicate data in that sense. So if you are sending this to them, filter out the CAD drawing before you send it. When you're ready, just hit OK, and it will send it to AutoCAD. Let's go open it up. All right, so as you can see, my CAD drawing did go over as well as my furniture. And so not a lot you have to do here. If you, have extra layers and items that you want to turn on and off, you can do that in here. But the most important thing I like to point out is that we want to turn all of our layers to white. Reason being, if any of you are have ever plotted or printed and you had furniture that didn't show up, some of the CET layers, as you can see, this layer is black. And so because we work in CET, and it has a white background. Some of the layers are black, but when we put it in AutoCAD, that doesn't really translate very well. So they have things called index colors and true colors. So true color, if it's black, it will not print. It'll be void, invisible. So what we want to do is make sure that we use index color, and we want to change everything to the white index color. Michael Beal has provided an excellent tool palette toolbar that you can use. He has a button that says layers to white, and it's just one simple click. If you don't have that toolbar, then all I like to do is I like to select all of the layers in my layer properties manager, and then you can just click on one of the thumbnails and select that index color again, white, say okay, and now you won't have any invisible furniture. Another thing we can do at this point is if we don't want the tags to print, I can turn those layers off because they are independent. So I can turn off some of those text layers and get my drawing how I want it. So I hope that helps, and thank you for watching. And as always, have fun creating.